One of the things I enjoy talking about on my channel is the studios, directors, actors, actresses coming out and running their mouths about nonsensical things and how foolish it is and how detrimental it can be on your next project. And the argument I've received against that statement is that, oh, they have the right to say whatever they want, and I 100% agree. However, while they have the right to say the dumbest things on the face of the planet, we, as an audience, have the right to point and laugh and walk away with our wallets. In this case, Anthony Mackie has decided to get in on the ideological race-baiting nonsense of the day by going after the Harry Potter franchise and Lord of the Rings. In this article from CBR, please don't go away, I need things for my channel. MCU star Anthony Mackie calls out Harry Potter's lack of diversity. Oh my goodness. Bunch of little white kids in the UK having a movie series and a book series. Heaven forbid. Captain America Brave New World lead actor Anthony Mackie, who needs to drum up some publicity for his upcoming series because nobody cares. Not enough people care anymore. Blast the Harry Potter and Lord of the Rings franchise for their lack of diversity. All right. Lack of diversity in the first title, in the first line, and let's see. Are we going to get a three-peat this time again? Captain America Brave New World star Anthony Mackie slams, of course I knew already, Anthony Mackie slams the Harry Potter film franchise for its lack of casting diversity. 3 times. This is normal, isn't it? I thought it was just hyperbole, but no. You say whatever you say in the title, the first line underneath, and the first paragraph. It's all the same thing. Got to get those words in, people. Lamenting the absence of black actors throughout the acclaimed fantasy movie series. Huh. And is that true? Oh, wait. Not exactly. Let's take a quick look at this one. Characters, who deserved more. Well, they didn't do much in the books, and they're probably handled rather poorly in the movies. So, oh, wait, let's see. We got, Yusuf Kama. I don't remember this guy. Haven't watched it in a while. Angelina Johnson, the Patil twins. Blaze Zabini. He's a Slytherin. Who cares about him? Leta Lestrange. Leta? Is it Leta Lestrange? Huh. I liked Kingsley. He was cool. He had a small part in one of the books, but he was pretty cool. Kingsley Shacklebolt. Lee Jordan, who was probably the most charismatic person on the Quidditch pitch doing the announcement. He was pretty awesome. Dean Thomas. Cho Chang. Nagini. I wouldn't consider her a character. That she was a snake, for crying out loud. But lack of diversity. There was diversity in the books. Maybe not shown off as much as people would have liked, but it was there. Downplayed. You be the judge. Speaking to Inverse, Mackie criticized Harry Potter's shortcomings regarding representation, which have been echoed by many critics. Critics who just hate J.K. Rowling and looking for something to complain about. Of the movie series since its 2001 inception, the Marvel Cinematic Universe actor believes the films would have been better served, because you know better than the person that wrote it, better served with more young black actors and people of color integrated throughout. Here's the quote, the greatest quote of all time. Maybe not. That's hyperbolic. Harry Potter had no fucking black friends. Frodo walked around the entire universe and never met a black dude. There's reasons for that. I want to see Frodo in the Hood. Now, this is kind of funny, which, if I ever did a Saturday Night Live, is going to be a skit I'm going to do. Yes. Lord of the Rings, Return of the King. If you're familiar with that, kudos to you. You're watching some funny-ass channels. Now, if this is a legitimate problem, well, let's not get ahead of myself. Based on J.K. Rowling's blah, 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 blah. Okay, so it goes on. Let's see. The film's most notable black stars in the Harry Potter flicks were George Harris, who played the pureblood wizard Kingsley Shacklebolt, and Alfred Enoch. You only list 2 of them. Yes, they are the most prominent. Let's see. However, Harris and Enoch's role were relatively minor, with little dialogue throughout the 8 movies run of Harry Potter. Additionally, the films and books were accused of improperly handling non-Caucasian cultures. Perpetuating some stereotypes. Well, they perpetuated a whole bunch of honky stereotypes too. I'm white, I can say honky. But the problems with the Harry Potter franchise, the lack of diversity. Now, here's my argument. If this is a legitimate problem, including being a problem with Lord of the Rings, that would that would be represented in sales, you would think, right? So how many books did the Harry Potter franchise sell? Oh, about 500 million copies across worldwide. Worldwide, which means not just what white people in the UK or in the United States, in the West, or whatever like that. Worldwide. What about Lord of the Rings? 150 million copies. That should tell you what you need to know on how popular those two franchises are. And to sit there and claim that it's a problem with the franchise. Both Lord of the Rings and Harry Potter were written from a certain perspective, the perspective of someone living in the UK, for people in the UK. And at the time, well, I don't know about when Tolkien wrote his shit, but he was writing his world for the UK to have a mythology, for England to have some sort of their own mythology. And whether you like it or not, the demographics at the time, massive number of white people. And 2010, you're looking at 82 to 85% Caucasian. So the work that is written, the fantasy, the novels, it's going to reflect the environment of the times, and it's going to reflect the experiences of the author. The Harry Potter books were about 3 white kids that became friends at a wizarding school. So what if they didn't have any black friends? Why is that an issue? It had nothing to do with their characters. Race, in any of the books, had nothing to do with the story. The idea of forcing it into the story in a non-organic manner makes the story suffer. And if it, like I said, if it was a genuine problem, it wouldn't have sold 500 million copies. Children and adults, all ages, all demographics, all skin tones, loved the Harry Potter franchise. Otherwise, it wouldn't have sold 500 million copies. Did I mention it sold 500 million copies worldwide? I think I did. Is Anthony Mackie just trying to get his name out into the general public before his dumpster fire of a Disney show comes out? I think so. Let's see. Harry Potter film franchise proved highly successful, again, earning 7.7 billion, with a B, in ticket sales worldwide. Again, that's an interesting little word there. Worldwide. Not in the West, not in the UK, across the planet. $7.7 billion. That is not something to laugh at. I guess they're talking about the entire franchise. So how can you sit there and say it's a problem when it has been so astronomically successful? I think you've had your head so far up your ass as of late that you don't know what's going on. You're not reading the room, because more and more people, well, throughout history, people just don't care until you try to make it an issue, a non-controversy, so to speak. And you're just trying to gain some unneeded popularity, because this is not the popularity you want people talking about you for. So, but let me know what you think in the comments. Do you love the Harry Potter franchise? Do you hate J.K. Rowling and her istophobic ways? She absolutely destroyed somebody on Twitter again. Go look that up. It's funny as hell. But Anthony, this might be one of those times where you just kind of keep that little opinion to yourself, because honestly, the general public, they're getting tired of hearing the movie stars and the actors and actresses and the studio's opinions, trying to claim them to be racist and istophobic and all this other stuff, and they're turning around, they're taking their wallets with them, and franchises like yours are falling to the wayside. Whether it's fatigue or tired of the bullshit, it's happening. But let me know what you think in the comments. Leave a like, leave a dislike. I appreciate you making it this far. Have a good one.